by generation there was changes okay in the labour force as well。我媽咪細個嗰陣時係俾馬姐湊㗎，佢嗰陣時媽咪話好平㗎，咁我媽咪屋企唔係有錢嘅，即係普通家庭啦，中等家庭啦。咁外公就出嚟工作啦，咁外婆就冇做嘢嘅。外婆屋企打麻雀嘅啫，咁我媽咪就有5兄弟姊妹嘅，咁屋企太多家務做啦，外婆梗係做唔掂啦嚇。咁嗰陣時我外公咧就請馬姐湊我媽咪嘅，咁湊到我媽咪都有翻咁上下大啦。咁跟住之後咧我媽咪啊同埋第一2個阿姨能夠獨立生活到咧，跟住佢哋就唔請工人啦，就叫即係我媽咪同我阿姨就做家務啦。OK， 咁我媽咪所以細個都話有嗰啲時馬姐好平啊，就係總之嗰啲通常啲梳起唔嫁嗰啲咧，咁嗰啲女人好難揾到嘢做啦，咁變咗佢哋好肯打住家工嘅，因為你俾屋佢住啊嘛，咁有3餐1宿啦，咁變咗佢就會肯去個僱主度住咯。咁而家喺香港梗係唔會啦，第一好貴啦，同埋人哋唔肯留喺你屋企嗰度過夜啦，幫你湊 BB 啊啲啊，以前嗰啲馬姐係肯㗎。咁咧變咗我細個嗰陣時候，我好細個嘅時候，我有啲小學同學咧，屋企都係請馬姐㗎。個馬姐姐就由細就譬如照顧咗佢個爹哋或者媽咪。咁我個朋友即係我小學同學咧，就第2代咯，即係嗰個馬姐好老嘅，就照顧埋我個朋友啦嚇。咁即係跟埋個老爺，即係跟埋嗰個少爺或者少奶做陪嫁咁樣㗎。我好細個嗰時候見過有啲咁樣嘅馬姐，好老啦個馬姐。咁到我個同學，我諗去到中學嗰陣時，阿馬姐已經要退休翻鄉下嗰啲啦，因為佢已經照顧咗2代人嘅啦嚇。咁變咗後期我都見唔到有嗰啲馬姐，冇晒馬姐啦。OK。And then question 2, okay, and then Johnny, what Johnny said, okay, the society labels work by value cost earned. Domestic labor usually do cleaning with lower cost and then to bring the strong effect that help the society itself. Yep, okay, different from other major jobs such as being bosses or waiters, like they can earn a capital and then help the society. Oh, okay, good try. Okay, you can see that there was some changes. Okay, and then you can see that it is about related to stratification because more wealthier country they will hire the lower income group. Lower income the labor from the low income country. Okay, and then about the stratification is about inequality and inequality. Okay, you can see that from developed and then less developed, that means a developing country. As I said, for example, like currently in Indonesia, the government already adopted new policy for the exporting labor. That's why for the bosses in Hong Kong, they will try to even find some more cheaper labor from other Asian countries, even though in the Middle East, okay, and then they will try to find. 而家講緊咧就係嗰印尼個政府嗰度咧要加翻嗰啲要人哋讀書啊，同埋佢哋想少啲外判啲人出嚟啊，咁變咗咧而家所有啲僱主咧就開始揾一啲咧咩尼日利亞即係揾南非啊。唔係南非即係揾非洲嗰啲人啦，咁同埋就開始咧就都揾一啲其他嗰啲斯里蘭卡嗰啲其他亞洲地方再平啲嘅嚟到做。而家講緊呢樣嘢嘅 ，OK。Second question, okay, try. How do you think the domestic labor is underpaid or why do you think that domestic labor and underpaid and undervalued? 阿 Johnny 曾經答咗啲 ，OK， 有冇其他同學有其他補充 ？Any other supplementary answer by you? Okay, and then why do you think that domestic labor are underpaid or undervalued? Okay, and then Johnny just said that maybe the norms and also the perceptions towards the domestic helpers in Hong Kong. Okay, people may associate with lower income, lower social status, and then that will be associated with this kind of feeling. Okay, and then other than that, okay, how do you think that the domestic labor is underpaid or undervalued? Undervalued. Can anyone say something? 有冇同學仲有想補充啊？Johnny 就講嗰啲嘢，咁其他同學有冇補充？冇補充啊？其他同學有冇補充啊？其他同學有冇補充啊？有冇補充啊？有冇嘢講啊？And or maybe put it another way. Okay. Do you think that you may not agree with any of you disagree that actually domestic helper actually is not underpaid or undervalued? 有冇同學會覺得其實佢哋唔 underpaid 啊？有冇同學覺得係啊？ Any of you think that they actually they are not underpaid or undervalued? Any of you may think in this way？有冇同學覺得會係咩啊？即係佢哋唔係 underpay 或者 undervalue 啊？有冇人覺得係啊？有冇啊？Any of you may That's why that means all of you think that actually they are underpaid, undervalued. As usual, you may think that because they only got less than $5,000. Okay, if you are paid $5,000, you cannot survive. Okay, even though your boss offer you accommodations. Okay. Offer you shelter. Okay, and then this is quite underpaid. To me, I think that that's underpaid. Even some people may think that if they got $5,000, okay, and that is actually more better benefit when they work in their hometown. But somehow for the cost of living in Hong Kong quite high. Okay, and then if they got only $5,000, actually they cannot have many choices in their daily life. Okay, for their expenses. 咁佢哋話係咪 underpay？ 我都覺得 underpay 嘅，因為點解佢得嗰4000幾5000蚊人工啫嘛？喺香港嚟講，即使個僱主俾個屋你住，俾嘢你食啦，你食咗4、5千蚊，你點生活咧？搭程車都十幾廿蚊，係咪？咁所以嗰情況就係，如果你講咗呢個錢嘅話咧，你可能個生活費指數就都唔係好高咯。即係你個生活指數好高，你嘅生活嘅要求都唔可以好高。Okay, are there do you think that are there social changes that might result in the re-evaluations of the value of this work? What do you think? What do you think? Johnny said that changing the class concept of society that can cause the value of their work to be reevaluated. Good point. Okay, it's about changing the concept. Okay, what about the other students? Okay, any of you can think of any social changes? Any social changes? Any social changes? About class consciousness. When you associate with a class consciousness, okay, can any of you think about the class consciousness, the concept of class consciousness? When this group of people, okay, they alert actually what their rights, they alert what their responsibility to fight for themselves. Okay, there is about class consciousness of this group of people. Okay, and then they may cause the social changes as well. If you apply the social conflict approach. Class consciousness， 如果你用緊嗰個 social conflict approach 嘅話咧，其實用 class consciousness 可以解得到，因為 because right now this group of people are growing bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger. If any of them, okay, they think about they are with more alert. Okay, with more awareness about their own rights. Okay, maybe they may have form a strong sense of class consciousness, and then they will fight for themselves. Okay, this may be a potential social force, and then for the changes. 咁好多情況之下就係你會見到嗰啲咩僱傭嗰啲咧，大聯盟都有啲人走出嚟講嘢㗎，嗰陣時都。幾年前，咁變咗咧，譬如抹窗啊，或者有啲講緊有啲嘢佢哋唔想做喎，佢哋要攞翻佢哋嘅權益，咁呢個咪 class consciousness 咯。如果你用翻 social conflict approach 嘅話，咁變咗嚟到有嗰個 class consciousness 嘅，亦都令到啲人都會可能會自己去改變佢嘅思想，覺得自己嘅工作唔係應該要被devalue 咯，明唔明 ？undervalue 咯，明唔明？Understand or not class consciousness？明唔明啊？我用咗 class consciousness 嚟解釋，明唔明 ？O 唔 OK？OK 啊 ？Any questions? Okay, no questions. Okay, no questions. That's the end of. 哎呀，唔記得錄音啊！哎呀，死啊 ！I forgot to make the recording. 哎呀呀呀呀呀呀呀！ Okay, sorry, I forgot to make the recording, and then I already finished. You guys already finished all the discussions, okay? And then maybe right now I will start the revision PowerPoint, okay? And then the PowerPoint you already downloaded from the Moodle, okay? I will try it, okay? 我哋講完啦呢個練習，極死唔記得錄音咁我哋會用個我哋會開始 revision PowerPoint 啦 ，OK？ We start the revision PowerPoint. Okay, Michelle, write down the monthly salary of the Filipino or the Indonesian worker is about 4,000, but in Hong Kong, a local worker often more than this price. I believe that the monthly salary show that deserve cannot be determined because of their nationality. Changing the class concept of society can cause the value of their work to be rewarded. Okay, changing the class concept. Yep. Okay, good. Okay, and done. I see Johnny 仲有嘢寫嘅 stereotype. Yep, stereotype. Okay, the not thinking affects the value of yep, exactly. So if the well provided the education more, the domestic work, the labor and workers, and telling that they are not rubbish at all, and then they the hunger long time to be rewarded. Yes, it's about education and stereotyping. Yes, Johnny 同埋 Michelle 答咗。Okay, and then right now I will start the PowerPoint. Please wait. 等陣下 share screen 先。Okay, can you see the share screen? Can you see the share screen? Can you see it? 睇唔睇到？睇唔睇到啊 ？Share screen. Okay, good. Good. Ashley 答咗我啦。Good, good, good. Okay, thank you for Johnny. Thank you for Michelle and other students to answer the discussion. Yep, the direction is correct. Okay. Okay, and then right now we will revisions. Okay, and then for the take-home exercise, you can open book and then please spare time for your study. Okay, actually quite straightforward. Okay, if you understand every lecture well, okay, and then every time you understand all the concept clear, and then if you engage in the in-class discussions, okay, and then you understand the in-class discussions, the format, okay, and I think you can manage the take-home exercise very well. Okay, no worries about that. Okay， 嗱你每堂你都能夠聽得明呢啲書噏嘅書，你都聽得明嘅話咧，同埋個 in-class discussion 嘅形式你都接受得到而識得做嘅話咧，咁個 take-home exercise 好容易，因為 take-home exercise 係 open book 㗎，咁變咗你就應該可以 manage 㗎啦。OK, manage 啦。OK, revision. Let's try. Okay, and then for the revision, okay, I will pinpoint some of the keywords or key frame, okay, and then for each lecture, okay, and then when you studying at home, okay, and then you can refer to this lecture PowerPoint, okay, what are the key concepts we already taught, and then we already covered, and then when you study, and then remember those concepts, okay. And then for the lecture 1, we already understand that what is society, okay, and then the definition of society. Okay, actually, when we understand society, we have to understand the individual, how the individual interaction, and then to carry out the symbol or meaning. Okay, and then when we understand the symbol and meaning, we can understand the society well. In lecture 1, sociological imagination by C.W. Mills. And then we understand that then what is social imagination? We cannot just look into one incident, but somehow one incident we can reflect, okay, the whole society, and then we have to understand by understanding the social institution, okay, whether there are any potential crisis or potential issues or potential incident that related to the social institution, and then we can from one case, and then we can forecast to the social problem, okay, in the society as a whole, okay, and then it's about sociological imagination, and then debunking. That's why we have to challenge ourselves, ask question. Don't just think the things in a with the preoccupations. 咁我哋就講緊 lecture 1啦，咩叫 society 啦，我哋學咗咩叫 sociological imagination 啦，已經解釋咗啦。譬如用咗嗰個貧窮嘅問題嚟到去講翻，唔係一個單獨嘅事件，我哋從呢件事去引發我哋去諗多啲嘢，會唔會係社會嘅呢啲都係冰山一角咧？會唔會原來都普遍存在咧？又或者會唔會呢啲問題咧，其實咧都會係成個社會嘅問題咧，會唔同制度關係啦，同埋我哋用 debunking 啦，就不停要問翻自己好多次，就唔好俾啲宣傳觀念去框住咗我哋啦，要問問題啦。Okay, ask questions about challenging your current thinking or all the facts you already knew it. Okay, try to use the debunking. Okay, and then lecture 2 and 3 is about we all understand about 3 approaches, okay, and then about the social structural social functional approach. Okay, everything we have the benefits, we have the functions, and then that can make the society operate as well, and then we operate with cohesiveness, with a well-organized manner, and also with the very high solidarity. It's about the structural social approach. Okay, and then we understand that the second approach, we can look into the society with the social social conflict approach. Okay, because understand Karl Marx, because the economy dominates all the other structures. Okay, and then when we have to understand that the downside that capitalism bring into society, because with the capitalist society, okay, there are different classes, okay, and then they are opposite to each other, capitalists, and then also the proletariat, that mean the workers, and then we have the opposing point of views, okay, at the end, and then the worker will be exploited, will be underpaid, underprivileged, undervalued, okay, unless there is a class consciousness, okay, and then we have to turn over the capitalists, especially because the capitalists always have a false consciousness, telling the lies, okay, and then to dominate, to control the workers, and then the workers have to be more aware about their rights, and then with the class consciousness, and then to turn over the capitalists. Okay, and that is called social conflict approach. Okay, every issues in the society that may cause you have the opposite view. Okay, and then it's about the social conflict approach, and then this is somehow quite opposite, because for the functional approach, okay, structural functional approach, everything is in harmony, everything elements in the society that can bring out the function, and then to bring out the effectiveness, okay, and then to make them to integrate, and also the cohesiveness. But the social conflict approach, on the other hand, as usual, that will make the conflicting will, and then unless there's a class struggle, to turn over the existing system, right? Okay, and then symbolic interaction approach, okay, using the micro perspective to understand the interactions of the each individuals in the society, because this approach emphasizes that, okay, in a society, the individual will create symbols, create meaning. The meaning may change due to different interpretation, different concept. Okay, and then we have to understand that the change of this idea, and then that will cause change of the interpretations of these symbols and also ideas, and then we can understand the society in a more sophisticated manner. Okay, and then is we understand about the change in society, change in the ideas, and also we understand what is bureaucracy, because in the system, okay, and then there's a bureaucracy, and then to make everything in a systematic way, and then but the downside that will cause the modernization of society, everything we just emphasize, it will be standardized, okay, and then that will cause to make the society just like in a iron cage. Okay, this is somehow what Weber emphasized. It is about symbolic interaction approach. Symbolic approach 咧，成講嚟講去就講緊成個社會入邊，我哋從一個微觀嘅方法去睇翻人同人嗱。第一同第二嗰個係宏觀啲嘅，講緊成個社會就係成個社會點樣運作。咁symbolic interaction 咧講緊一個微觀啲嘅人同人之間嘅互動。嗰啲互動可以唔同嘅社會入邊，唔同嘅社會，唔同嘅文化有唔同嘅解釋㗎。所以變咗呢啲嘅文化或者嗰啲叫 symbol 象徵咧，其實會隨住時間而去改變，而隨住時間改變，令到成個社會對嗰個睇法嘅咧個 meaning 都會唔同啊。咁所以變咗係 change idea 啦。咁亦都 symbolic 嗰度咧都睇得到啦。我哋從一啲大公司嘅運作嚟，我哋都反映到其實社會都好 bureaucracy 啊，即係話好官僚啊。咁譬如我曾經都上堂講過啦，譬如有好多官僚嘅好多制度上面咧都好官僚，譬如政府嘅運作都好官僚㗎。咁變咗咧但係咁樣嘅情況，咁樣嘅官僚制度入邊嚟講咧，有個好處就係令到成個社會好快啦，亦都好有效率啦。但係唔好處就係話好似麥當勞咁啊，麥當勞市場就話俾你聽，所有嘢將佢已經係制度化晒，冇空間啊，冇咁多 flexibility。呢個都係講緊 symbolic interaction approach 嘅。Okay, and then the lecture 4 and 5, we mentioned about culture. Again, we understand what is culture, language or race, language or even though symbols, and then also some other aspects. Okay, and then about the interactions in the society. Okay, norms. Okay, and then we understand that these are the key elements. Okay, and then different approaches look into the culture. Okay, and then also we understand cultural diversity. We mentioned about what is subculture, right? And then also some other Ethnocentrism. Okay, and then there are so many types of different cultural diversity in the society. And then we understand that from socialization, from the psychological perspective, and then some other social agent, for example, school. Okay, for example, family. Okay, and then these are the social agents, and then that can make the individuals, okay, and then that can integrate into the society. Okay, we understand that, and then we understand that what is resocialization when people into jail, okay, and then the people maybe they commit crime, okay, and then into jail, and then jail actually in prison, okay, and then it's an agent and to help this kind of prisoners to be reborn, and then also with a rehabilitated behavior, and then back to the society. It's about resocializations. OK， 我哋第四、第五課學咗啦，咩叫做文化啦？我哋學到 norms 啊，咩個culture norms 入邊有啲 elements，即係 culture 入邊 element 嘅 norms 啦，學到 symbols 啦。咁我哋都想同講個衣着啊，或者甚至你嘅紋身啊，都可以係一啲嘅文化嘅嘢啦嚇。咁我哋學過咩叫approaches 啦，我 culture 啦，同埋咩叫 culture diversity，我哋學過咩叫 subculture 啦 ，OK。咁我曾經用過同性戀嚟到講過 subculture 係咪？咁同埋都會講咗話俾你聽，有唔同嘅diversity，唔同嘅民族都有唔同嘅嗰個文化特色啦。咁我哋講個 socialization 咧就解釋咗啦，用咗一個學校啦，同埋嗰個學校啦，譬如即使係個學校啦，或者係家庭係就係一個 social agent 嚟噶嘛，咁去學咩叫做socialization 啦。咁跟住咧就resocialization 咧都教過嘅，就係話喺上堂都講過，如果有啲人犯咗罪咧，入咗監獄咧，再重新去做重新計劃再去學過嘅話咧，咁呢啲咧都係令到嗰啲人可以重投翻社會，都係叫做 resocialization 啦。我唔知你有冇印象啊？即係呢啲即係我講完書呢啲 example， 我即刻起翻個腦度，我一講希望你記得到啦嚇。OK。About lecture 6 and 7, gender, very easy. Okay, what is about the biological species, and then versus what is gender, sex and gender. Okay, biologically we already controlled that what we already defined what is female and male, but under the gender we will involve the role stereotype role, or and then also these are some of the meanings that will be imposed by the society. Okay, and then it's about gender. Okay, and then 3 theoretical approaches to gender we already mentioned. Okay, this is structural and also social conflicts and also symbolic. And then we mentioned about different kinds of feminism, right? And we understand that what is family and marriage. Family actually from a dad and mom, okay, they married and then somehow and then they have the children. But they are new concept that means that new concept in nowadays no need to be they are different types of family right now, not only from naturally with the father and mom and then with the kids, but you have a single mom, single dad, even the homosexuals, and then they adopt the children, right? And then they are the couples, they just live together before marriage, and then they have the babies, or even though, and then also maybe have some couples without children, okay? And then there's different types of families, and then these are the concepts, okay? And then we also mentioned about marriage, and then normally we have a husband and wife, but somehow in some society there will be one wife but many husbands. Okay, and then some society one husband but many wives. Okay, and then they are about the marriage. Okay. And then we also mentioned about child marriage problem, right? And then these are about marriage. And then also we mentioned about the theoretical approaches of to the family as well. Okay, and then these are about the family and also the marriage we already covered in lecture 6 and 7. 喺第6、第7課入邊，我哋講緊 gender， 咁 gender 就講緊有啲就你 biologically 話俾你聽，究竟你係生出嚟係男仔同女仔啦，係咪？咁我都曾經講過教書教過有啲咧天生出嚟兩樣個性徵都有㗎，咁變咗嗰啲人。又點樣分咧咁樣？咁 gender 我哋通常講緊咧就性別研究啦，就話分俾你聽性別研究入邊咧，講緊通常係個社會賦予一啲嘅點樣去認定個社會俾 meaning 落去啊。咁你就覺得，譬如尤其是社會角色，就睇緊 gender。咁我哋都透過3個 approach 去認識咩叫 gender 啦。我哋講咗女權主義啦，係咪教咗？咁講緊 family， 我講緊其實而家以前嘅 concept 咧就話一定係。一個男一個女結婚，跟住咧就生啲細路仔出為之一個家庭。但係而家嘅家庭有好多個組合㗎啦。譬如如果係 一個爸爸媽媽，佢可能係唔生細路仔，或者係一對 couple，佢哋住埋嘅啫，佢唔結婚嘅。OK，咁佢生或者唔生啦，或者甚至領養啦，即係有啲地方可以領養噶嘛，有啲地方香港就一定要領養就要係結咗婚啦。外國嗰啲可以唔使㗎，譬如 homosexual 佢哋領養啦。咁仲有啲係單親媽咪、單親爸爸啦嚇。咁呢個咧就係講緊 family。咁 marriage 我哋講過一夫多妻、一妻多夫，同埋啲就咁係一夫一妻制啦，我都教過啦，係咪？咁同埋講過就係用三個 approaches 去睇咩叫 family、咩叫 marriage，我哋都學咗啦。OK。Okay, about lecture 8 and 9, economy. We about the evolution of economy, right? Okay, and then the pre-industrial, industrial, and the post-industrial, and then also we mentioned about what is the meaning of workplace. Okay, and then somehow in the past, okay, we the workers have been located in the designated places. But right now with the internet, okay, and then people can work around the world. Okay, even though you can stay in Hong Kong, but you have the business in US, something like that. Okay, and then this is the boundary of workplace no longer exists. Okay, and also changing the experience of work. Okay, other than natural using intellectual or using your labor force. Okay, manual labor, but somehow you have to understand that right now we will have the emotional part of the labor. Okay, for example, like smile. Okay, or for service, quality of service. Okay, about changing experience of work as well. Politics, we mentioned about what is power, what is authority, what is government. Okay, and then we understand that there are different types of political systems. Okay, what is totalitarianism, what is democracy, right? And then what is the different system in the different evolution, the different system in the world we already mentioned. Okay. And also we mentioned about the power beyond the rules. Okay, the powers beyond the rules. Okay, who gave the power to the government? We also understand what is the monarchy, right? And then what is different types of constitutional different constitutional system. Okay, in the world, we understand that all is politics. 第八、第九課都學咗咩叫經濟啦，同埋學咗咩嘢叫做政治嘅架構啦，有唔同類型嘅政治嘅體系啦，我哋都解釋過啦。OK， 都學咗噶啦。Okay, lecture 10, and then what you understand what is caste system, what is a class system. Okay, and then different approaches look into this system, and then we also understand that what is social stratification, the inequalities. Okay, and then it's interesting that and then from these approaches we understand that the downside or upside of the class system. Okay, and then also we understand that poverty problem. Okay, by understanding that what is social stratification in the society is also social certifications between countries as well. Okay, and then we understand what is global certifications. Okay, and then we understand that why there is problem of global poverty, absolute poverty. Okay, we understand that. Okay, it's about lecture 10. 第10課都幾有趣㗎。呢課我幾中意呢課書，我都好有趣。咁就講緊咩叫做一啲叫做眾姓制度啦，即係譬如你生出嚟，你係屬於嗰個 class 嘅，你就永遠都嗰個 class 啦。一個係 class system 啦，就係一個喺香港嚟講係 class system，好多社會入面嘅 class system 嘅，屬於中產啦，屬於係啲高尚嘅，但係你透過努力啊或者耕耘啊，你俾心機啲去晉升，你可以去晉升嘅呢個 class system。咁我哋學過一個 three approaches 去睇緊咩叫做 certifications 啦，我哋認識咗咩叫貧窮啦，我哋認識咗咩叫做即係社會上面啲人要流動去做，即係流動啦，同埋學咗嗰個 global certification 點解會貧窮啦，同埋會有 inequalities， 我哋都學咗呢課書。呢課書幾有趣，我幾中意呢課書。好啦，跟住第11課書 about demographic populations. We understand the concept, the key terms of the demography. Okay, and also we understand the population growth. Okay, why there is population growth because of the urbanizations. Okay, problem of urbanization and what is sustainable development. That means we have to preserve the environment. We have to understand the importance of conservative environmental conservations. Okay, we understand we have to make our next generation that can enjoy and then they can make use of the natural resources of the environment. That's why we have to start from now, okay, to preserve our environment, okay. And then it is about the sustainable development. OK， 咁我哋講緊呢一個就可持續發展啦，同埋亦都睇緊有啲基本嘅一啲人口統計嘅啲 terms 啦，同埋個人咩叫人口嗰個增長啦，我都會睇得到啦。OK。Okay, and then lastly, okay, about the take-home exercise. Okay, about the take-home exercise, another teacher, okay, who the CE, the course examiner will draft to draft the take-home exercise. Actually, I know nothing about the topic. Okay, actually, it's not prepared by me. Okay, 嗰個 take-home exercise 唔係我出嘅份卷，所以我都唔知做乜嘢嘅。咁總之一句講晒啦。Okay, and then the format that will be quite similar to the in-class exercise. Okay, and then you will ask to read a very short passage and then to answer 2 to 3 questions. Okay, and then the 2 to 3 questions that will involve a specific topic that will be chosen from the lecture 1 to the lecture 11. Okay, but somehow you have to understand well about what is social conflict approach, what is social structural functional approach, social conflict approach, and also symbolic approach. Okay, whenever your teacher asks you to interpret the meaning, and then by using this type of approach, and then you can answer. Okay, that's why you have to understand well the 3 approaches in the very beginning, and then for each of the topic to understand that approaches how that approaches and interpret the specific topic. Okay, and then this is something the direction you can have for your revisions. Okay, and then again, okay, if you have any problem, you needed to have maybe you're sick or whatever, you cannot attend. Okay, you must refer to the link. Okay, and then to extend your reassessment. Okay, because this must be upon prior approval. 嗱，如果有同學嗰一日病咗，或者有好特別嘅事，真係要唔可以4月19號去做一個take home exercise，你一定要早啲通知。send 翻入翻呢條 link 嗰度去通知翻有關嗰個 CE 個 course examiner 得到佢個準許，又唔係我係佢嘅準許啊。You must get the prior approval from the course examiner, not me. Okay, and then click into the link and then to apply. I hope that all of you can attempt the take-home exercise on that day. Okay, unless there is a very special reasons. Okay, appoint private approval. Okay， 一定嘅事先得到同意，你個老師同意啊，嗰個 course examiner 係8號 ，Dr. 8號 ，and then she will in charge all the application. Okay. Other than that, okay, and then I hope that all of you will commit into the 29th of April, 7 p.m. Okay, and as I said, the revision, you have to understand first the 3 approaches. Functional structural approach, social conflict approach, symbolic approach. Okay, understand well. And for each of the topic, understand that each of the topic, what is it about, and then how the 3 approaches look into that topic. Okay, and then if you can prepare these two things, I think you can manage your take-home exercise well. 總之你記住溫書嘅時候，最早嗰陣時候咧，你一定要溫翻最早嗰陣時候咧嗰3個 approaches。You have to understand well the approaches, 3 approaches, okay? And then for every topic, okay, you understand the topic inside, what is it about, okay? And then how these 3 approaches, okay, interpret the topic, okay? And then if you can handle them well, okay, I'm sure that you can handle the take-home exercise. 總之記住，你一定要溫書嗰時溫翻第2、3課嗰3個 approaches 係乜嘢，最基本功㗎呢3個。OK， 跟住之後咧，每一課書咧講乜嘢，同每一課書嗰幾個 approaches 點樣去傳譯嗰個 topic 啊，咁你就可以溫習到噶啦。OK， 咁就好容易準備咗你嗰個 take home exercise 噶啦。OK， 咁我只不過做翻個好短嘅 recap 啦，今日咁只不過呢啲係重點課堂入邊教嘅嘢，咁變咗你哋溫書嘅時候自己再睇翻啲重點嘅嘢啦。OK。And then that's the end of today class. Any questions about the revisions, about take home, about the assignment? 仲冇問題 ？Any questions about it? Any questions? 今日最後堂㗎啦，有咩問？ Today is the last lecture class. Next Monday, no class. Next Monday, no class. You have to just attend the take-home exercise on 29th of April. 總之下個星期係冇堂嘅，下個禮拜一冇堂㗎，冇堂。咁咧，你記住，你只係需要上翻去嗰個你要只係上翻嗰個29號，淨係上翻去嗰個 take-home exercise 就得啦。Okay, next Monday, no class. Okay, no class. Just spare time to study revision. Okay, and then to prepare for 29th of April. Okay, 明唔明？好多次 week 11. 哎呀 week week 13. Next Monday, no lecture. You have just to attend the 29th of April, 7 p.m. The take-home exercise.明明 Week 13, next Monday, no lecture. Okay, you have to just to attend the 29th of April for the class. Okay? 明明？仲有冇問題？有冇問題啊？OK 啊 ，thanks 啊 ，OK 啊，有冇問題？早啲溫書啊，得唔得 ？If no question, that will be the end of today's class. 今日 very short, today very short because I already finished all the teaching. 教晒㗎啦啲嘢 ，OK？ 有問題？有冇問題啊？有問題啊 ？No questions, OK？ And then thank you for your participation. Thank you for listening. And then thank you for your time in the past. In the past weeks. Okay, and then hope all of you enjoy and all of you learn something about the basic concept about sociology. Okay, I hope you enjoy the class. Okay， 咁希望你哋都會中意數字啦，中意呢啲科啦，咁變咗都明呢啲科講乜嘢啦。OK， please study well, and then if you have further questions about your assignment or lecture notes, you can email me anytime. 如果有啲咩問題嘅話，將來即係一路做功課或者係嗰個溫習嗰時候咩問題可以 email 我。Okay, and then that's the end of today's class. Thank you for coming. Okay, remember no class, no lecture next week. 冇堂㗎啦，下個星期天堂最後一堂。OK， 咁請你哋溫習好之後咧，就準備起你嗰個 take-home exercise 啦，得唔得？Okay, thank you for coming. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Thank you.